Okay, so we are playing as white and we continue with the white pieces playing pawn to e4. Our opponent responds with e5 where we take out a knight attacking this pawn. He played the Petrov defense, we take out another knight and the bishop along with the move d3 and castling. So our opponent also castle where we continue with the move pawn to a3. The idea to play b4 and we're gonna play bishop e2, open up this diagonal. So he played e6. Now with this move, he is strengthening this center and at the same time focusing on opening the bishop and all. So I'll just block this with the move x3. Now he played bishop e6. It's very easy. We just hop the knight in between. Let's see what he responds with. He takes the knight here. So that's a great opportunity to take. Like we'll simply trade. The pawn take it and then we'll take the queen to f3. The idea is to attack this. We take it back. We can take back from the pawn. Meanwhile, the bishop go backward. We play queen to e4, queen f4. The idea is to attack this pawn. Okay. Hmm. So he respond with bishop a4. He wants this pawn. Okay. So what we may do is deny his request and try to push or play rook here. Now if I move this, he'll play another rook, join it here, right? So it's better I push it forward. If we take, then bishop take and we open up the bishop diagonal. Yeah. Now that's a very good bishop diagonal. So he respond with the move b5. I am going to take the queen back. The idea is checkmate. You all can observe that. Now with this move, why is that move a weak move? Because the bishop diagonal gets blocked this way. Okay, so that's why I just say that not a good move. Anyways, now what he responds with? Welcome here to my channel. F6. So he play F6. I'll just move the bishop back because I have to protect it. That's why. And then I can move the bishop back and try to attack this. You know, in my position, these two pawns are the only problem. Anyways, so now rook here. He is planning to push forward. Okay. So over here, I am going to move the king like the bishop diagonal was blocking the move pawn this. Now I can push the pawn forward. That's it. I'll try to create some pawn stop towards the king side. Otherwise, pushing the pawn forward will block this diagonal. But my bishop will also get blocked. So I'm just in a doubt whether I must push it or not push it. Now if I push it, then I'll play bishop b1 and open up this diagonal. He played king h8, which is not at all of any reason. I'll push the pawn forward, the idea is to block this and at the same time move my bishop back for opening this. So here I'll do the n percent. Now he take it back from the rook. Now I can like I am having this open diagonal also. So this bishop is already protected. I can push the pawn forward, but then the bishop will be open. So I move the bishop here, attacking the rook, uh, which of course don't have any value. I think playing the rook here for just extra safety is going to be more important. He responded with rook e7. So I'll play queen. Now if I play queen this, rook take on the bishop. So I move the bishop back and attack this. And I hope you all know that the central bishops, the bishop at the center is very dangerous. So we must always plan to take the bishop at the center. Now I play the rook here just to defend, so that I can move the queen. Like I'm not able to move the queen, right? Because the queen is defending this. And I can even push f4, f5, like try to attack the king side. That's it. Now, first of all, his thesis. Bishop is of course not of any use. He play rook to f8. So the, sorry, queen f8. What's the main plan? Pushing. Now what will he achieve by pushing? Uh, hmm. Anyway, so I play f4. Now he can push it. My plan is to push it forward so that he cannot push it even further. Okay. Otherwise, if he is playing that, then this will create another weak pawn for black. So we'll just take advantage of it. Then I move the bishop back and try to figure out some plans. He play rook here. I push. Like what was the main reason? Rook cannot come here because of the bishop. Anyways, the most important thing is the time, and I am having only 17 seconds, which is a very less time for us. So I have to just play faster. Now queen should come here, defending, so that move the bishop back. What is he planning? No, he cannot move this. But if I take it back, then he can move this. He moved the bishop here, so that's a good opportunity. Bishop f3, the rook is struck. No, no. Rook is can come here. So rook come here, bishop back, then rook take this pawn. Oh, rook here. Oh, if you play rook there, then I can take the bishop. Take it. He take back from the rook. No, bishop takes. So bring the rook here, try to attack. He'll get a check. Okay. So he push it forward. Now I have queen x4 on the board. I'll move the bishop back and play queen x5. Check. x4. Oh, bishop sack, man. No, yes, I can sack. Queen take is not a mate. Queen take check. Another check. Checkmate is here. Shit, mate miss, yeah. There was a checkmate in one move. Oh shit, man. Bishop take. Queen take x7. This is the mate, right? No, not a mate. King here. Queen x4. Queen c5. Okay. So that's Hmm. All right. So we are playing as white. E4. The king's pawn opening. Against the perk, we'll just control the center. He'll strike with e5. So we'll take it. Black will take it. We go with queen take on d8 and hop into knight. So he play f6. Okay, I'll go with knight c3 and develop my bishop supporting the pawn along with bishop e3 and just long castle opening at his rook file. He responds with king to c7. So here I am going to play king b1 just to keep it under this bed. He play bishop c5. So I'll ignore, and what can I do is take the bishop back. Hmm. I cannot afford a trade. So this means I must move the bishop back, but then he take the pawn. So it was better to take. Anyways. Now he respond with knight development. So we'll protect. Hmm. Okay, we'll protect. Now he can try to attack the center. No, he is not interested in that. Anyways, we respond with knight a4, attacking the bishop, and I think I must think for a while before making any trade. Now what will I do is take my knight backwards. I can move knight here, move the knight here. He play knight, I'll just trade the pieces. Now it's a good opportunity to strike the center with f4. I can even push it forward and then, or I can take, then I play the knight here. So that's even better. Take, and knight to f5. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, black's turn where black is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds. Hmm. Black can try to pawn storm business by just pushing the pawns forward and trying to attack my king position. Anyway, so he play rook here. Now this is what he want. I take, he take, and the rook open file. So I'll just block it by pushing the pawn forward. Now all his dream is gone of getting an open file. He played the bishop back, and now you can observe these two open bishops. The knight is going to be blocked. Why? Because he can try to push the pawn forward, right? So I'll just uh, play x3 g4, or I think let's open up with g3. At least I'll open up my bishop. Otherwise, move this bishop. So I'll take the bishop back just to block the bishop from coming here and open up this rook file. Okay, the main reason was that he play rook here, simply ignore the trades. Trades are not going anywhere. So we'll play g4. We go with x6. Now I can move the knight. Anyways, rook here. I'll continue with the move f3. Pawn f3 and then push. Anyways. Hmm. Okay, so moving my knight backwards. Alright, we'll move the knight back. The idea is to push and attack. He'll trade, so we'll also take it back from the rook. Just opening this, and then okay, so I can trade, but I'll not waste time on that. I just advance my pawns forward, and he trade. We also take it back. Now he moved the knight backwards. I'll push this pawn. He can plan for this, but the bishop is already protecting, so that we must focus on. He take. If we take, then knight take on the pawn, but he does not take it. So we gonna push or take. Knight take on this pawn is an option. So I am going to take, if we take it, then I take this pawn also. Anyways, now over here, I'll move the knight back for protection. Protection is very important. He play bishop here, then I'll play the bishop here, defending. So the game is looking like a draw, but I would say black for black. Piece activity is a lot. Hmm. Anyways, let's see what he's gonna respond with. He can move the bishop here, try to take the knight, and after he take, knight take on the pawn. So bishop here, I'll move bishop there, and then he may gonna look for some other plan, trying to attack this weak pawn. Anyway, so he is advancing the pawns, and that's a good opportunity that we play knight here. That's a mistake. Bishop take on knight. So we'll take back. Knight take. Bishop attacking the knight. Bishop here. A3. B4. So we bishop check. Bishop F2. Hmm. Bishop G1. King B7 take. Anyways, Bishop F1. King B7. We take. King D5. king e4, king f3, king g2, bishop d3. Hmm. Alright, so we are playing as white. e4. Against the Sicilian, we play the closed Sicilian and go with f4. Knight f3. Bishop c4. Just opening this diagonal and all. And go with castling. Hmm. Advancing the knight is a better plan. Anyways, he play knight f6. I can push, but after I push, he push. No. So I'll play e5. He take, then pawn take it, so that I can open up this rook file. He'll play knight here. Now bishop, knight, and the rook attacking this. So if he try e6, then queen take on the knight. Queen d4 check. So king h1. Queen take, knight take this. Wait, queen take and I push. Rook take on f7. Rook take h7. Okay, so we are playing as black. Knight f6 and e6, the East Indian defense, where we strike the center with the move d5. a3, the idea is like pushing. So we just go on with a5, blocking this, and play c5, attacking the center. We'll take the pawn. He take it. We open up the knight, and after development, uh, we'll take this knight. Queen take on it. Then we respond with knight take on the pawn. Now it's up to him. Other okay. So bishop g2 was played. Hmm. So queen b6. We'll go with queen b6. The idea is if we trade, then knight take. Otherwise, play bishop c5 and attack this. Now, what is going to respond? Alright, white having 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Uh, hmm. Now he can try pushing. That won't help. Bishop e3. Otherwise, trading knight take. So maybe protect the queen. He can simply move the queen backwards. And then plan for bishop e3. Hmm. Queen f4 check. Bishop d7. He moved the queen back. So we play the bishop c5, trying to attack the pawn. Well, let's see what white responds with. Hmm. He responds with castling. Bishop c6. Hmm. Okay, so white continue with bishop d2. It's important to castle, like maintaining the king safety. That's it. Where that's up to white, what he must play now. He respond with rook to c1. So I am pushing this pawn forward. In case if we try this, then I can just do end passant and eliminate all his plans. Otherwise, what is he going to respond? So in my opinion, trading is one of his response. Basically, he'll take it, and his plan will be that I'll take back from the bishop. So knight take on this, he just plunder. Anyways, bishop take on f2 check. Now, like bishop take on this knight was an easy available option. Okay, his plan was that I'll take it, then queen take the bishop. This was his plan. So I just go with bishop take on this because I know that that bishop is going to die. So I'm just giving it like that. And then play bishop take on a4, which is supported by the rook. So that's the main plan. Let's see what he responds with. Hmm. So he responds with queen b1. Uh, what we may do over here is, now this is a pin, right? How can you take advantage? Play knight f6 and then this. So let's go on with that. Any problem? No. Anyway, so knight f6, I'll plan for this and try this. Okay. So x3. Now he is blocking knight from going there. So let's take this rook and try attacking the bishop. We are just figuring out some attacks, like what can we do, basically. Okay. Hmm. So he finds bishop c3 as the best move, where I'll continue with knight here and try to attack this. Okay, so we're gonna continue with another game. I have made some mistakes also in this game. Anyways, so e4. Now what our opponent is going to play? He can play e5. Okay, Caro can't defend. So let's play d4 and take the knight to c3. We'll take it. Should I play alien? Uh, I can play the alien also. Anyways, I'll go with knight take on f6. Hmm. Let's take the knight f3. He play bishop d6. Oh wow, that's a good query. If I play c4 and play c5 or I play c3, just creating depends. So it's better if I play c3 and I'm just focusing on my development. Then play bishop d3 and castle quickly. Hmm. Hmm. So knight e7. Okay, this is one of the threats, right? Just remove this. He may take it back. Okay, so he's trying to be over smart. Now you can play bishop e2 and then trade. In my opinion, trades are going to be happening. Okay. Hmm. So he respond with queen p6. I'll play a4 and like try to attack this. With try to attack the queen. That's it. Okay. So let's see what he responds with. Hmm. Hmm. So he played rook to e8. Uh, it's trying to push with a5, like the bishop controlling the squares, and he played queen c7, which is of no use. So what you can like push the pawn forward. Oh, that's a mistake. The rook is attacking this. So if you try, if we take, you will take it. You will attack the bishop, but then he can take your bishop. Okay, so this is a very important thing which we must realize. Anyways, hmm. So what he responds with? Let's see what he is going to play. Hmm. He'll play rook to e7. Okay, so rook e7 like this was not expected. Welcome Meena to my channel. I can explain in Hindi, but like my viewers are from different countries, so I'm just maintaining English. Anyways, just so I'm taking the pawn. Idea is to increase the control of the center. You understand that? Like I am decreasing the black's activity with this. He may capture back from the queen. If we take from the pawn, then I can push this pawn forward. Okay. Now this pawn is going to be blocked forever. Now he'll try to attack my bishop and all. Let him do that. I can move the knight here, but then he can push. No, not at all. So I move this. He can play bishop take. Oh yes. This was not observed actually. Rook take this. I made mistakes. Bishop e3. Rook take on this. And then queen c1. He just moved the rook backwards. He can play this here, here, or here. And that's up to him where he must play. So he'll take this back. Okay. Now what can you do is play the rook here. Try to attack this. You can play queen d2 and further attack this bishop. Till time he can just give some checks and all. That's what he is having in his hand. Okay. He can do this. Hmm. Anyway, so black is going with, let's see what he responds with. Okay, so if you are enjoying the stream, you may like the live stream. And if you want to challenge me, you can send me challenges. Okay, so knight e5 is the response. Now my mind says bishop take on this, queen take, and then I take this. But the problem is I'm not having a better position. So what can I do? How can you attack this? Is queen d2. So just focus on it. He'll play knight here. Hmm. A very powerful move. And then take. Then he'll give check. King here. His position is getting all sorted. I just make one mistake in the middle game and that's all over. Okay, so king here. Now he'll move the bishop here, try to attack this. And then what can I do is nothing in my hand. Anyways, I'll play rook here. He'll play queen b6. No. So queen e2 and then some trade. Blunders the mate. Hmm. Okay, so let's place this rapid arena. Hmm. Alright, so we are playing as black. Now let's go on with e6. Hmm. Knight f3, we go with e5. He take it, we also take it back. And bishop d3. So we go with c5. The idea to push the pawn forward and attack. He plays c4. We'll push the pawn forward. Where he also go with castling. Welcome Learn Chess to my channel. If you want to improve your game, you can go through my videos. You will get a lot to learn from that. Knight to c6. Hmm. So this is the opening pattern. And by the move bishop d3, I am quite disappointed from right hand side. Anyways, a3, I'll just push. He cannot play this b4. If he'll play pawn take, no, sorry, from this pawn. We'll take it back then. Hmm. So we take it, pawn take. Okay, I just castle, and that's the problem. But the problem is he can take it. Push. Pushing was not correct. Anyways, so that's good if he is pushing. Hmm. Now knight is going to attack the bishop. Let's see what he responds. Hmm. Bishop here. Uh, Now knight take on this, bishop take on this. I move the queen. Okay, so knight take on the bishop, like bishop take, then I move queen c7. If he take, then I take his rook. Problem solved. Anyways, so let's see what he with? Hmm. So bishop take, we are attacking like this. We'll play queen c7. Knight take on the rook. Okay, he also take it. I'll play king take on the bishop. Now, what is he going to play? Okay, he'll develop. So I can push the pawn. Otherwise, I can play queen c5 also. Hmm. Push the pawn. Okay, so let's push the pawn forward. If you observe the knight and my bishop. Anyways, bishop here. Idea is to attack. Okay. So let's see what the response with. Hmm. So he played a queen here. He's trying to get some checks. I'll simply block it by queen e7 and just offer trace. The idea is like if we take, then we also take it. Okay, that's not a big choice. So he take it, we also take it back. Once again, he played the knight. I'll go with bishop take on the pawn. Further attack this. Hmm. Let's see what he responds with. And if you are enjoying the stream, you may like live stream. He is playing the pawn push. I'll play the knight here, offering trade. If we take, bishop take. Not a very tough choice. The bishop at the center. And as I have told, central bishops are very powerful. Hmm. Now, rook here. I play bishop here, figuring out some attacks and attack this. I mean, sorry, defend this. I'll play rook here. So he played this rook. Okay. So I moved the bishop backwards. I am just expecting the knight to capture this. Oh, he is not. So I'll play the rook. If we go with this, then I'll play bishop here. And that's the game over. Knight check. Knight check. Move the king back. Oh, still knight checking there. Knight checking. He got a better dropper. Like this. Knight check, king there, knight check. Okay, so he just created some mistakes. Hmm. Okay, so 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining for white. We are having a lot of time to think and play. Anyways, bishop is attacking this. Rook is attacking this pawn. He'll just protect. That's what he is having in his hand. He has to protect the knight. Then you take this. Then take this and push the pawn forward. So he respond with rook here. You can take it, but protection is very important. So first protect, then capture. Okay. So let's see what he responds with. Hmm. So he is pushing the pawn forward. I go with the rook, try to attack the knight. Now what is happening is we are attacking the knight. So he played the knight here. I'll take the pawn and capture this. So you are ahead of this position. Okay. Now first of all you take. Okay, you take it. Hmm. Move the rook here. Knight is controlling these squares, so I cannot move the king in any of these two squares. Anyways, so that's a problem for us. Now, first of all, I'll give check, or maybe I should resist that. Anyway, so I just move the bishop back, attack the knight. Hmm. Uh, I'll go on with the check. He go with king here. Let's push the pawn power. Hmm. Look here. Uh, so bishop e1. Sorry, bishop e8. Let's see what he go with. Hmm. So bishop here. I'll move the king, protecting both the pawns. Now, what is he responding? Anyway, so white's turn. Where white is thinking for the move. Let's see what he responds with. If we play g3, look here is a mate. So that's what I want. Anyways, just push. I can push and create some queens, but the problem is the knight. You know, this knight is creating a lot of nightmare. Anyways, the rook is coming here. Let's just push. As my subscriber has told, just push. Our opponent will move the knight here, figuring out knight check, and we need the bishop. No. So yes, bishop going to protect the pawn, and then we gonna push, 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 promote, promote. Anyway, so let's see. He go with the rook here. I'll take the bishop back and helping him like playing rook g5 check. I'll play king f8. Figure out something like king e7 and attack this. Anyway, so let's see what he responds with. So rook here. I'll go with pushing the pawn forward. He played the rook a1 check, rook a8 check, and we play the king g7. Now we can even push and let him do that because you all know promotion to queen is more important, and we can sacrifice our bishop for that. Hmm. Okay. I can expect knight check. So he is sacrificing the knight, and we'll of course take that nightmare, because I hate nightmares, and push the pawn forward. What are you gonna play? Rook here. I'll move the bishop back, move the rook here. He played the rook, we push the pawn, and then play bishop there. That bishop. Okay, so bishop a2. Now we play bishop a2, attacking the rook, and that's how we are going to win this game. Anyway, so he take. He is becoming Gotham chess, sacrificing the rook. So we also take it and then play the bishop back. He gonna push. Then I take this pawn, take the pawn, and sacrifice the bishop. He take it. We gonna play rook here and push the pawns forward, promoting to a queen. And rook here. Queen check. Rook check. Welcome to my channel. Mark Church to my channel. Hmm. Anyway, so if you want to miss send me the challenges, all the challenges are allowed. Hmm. So we're gonna have another game, and we are playing against 1425, 1400 kilo. So we're gonna play the Scandinavian. Scandinavian, he take it, we also take it. He gonna try knight c3. We gonna play the queen back. Continue with knight, knight, taking out our bishop, e6, another bishop and castle. So bishop coming out to f5, knight to c6, okay, so white is thinking like he is having a very good opportunity to increase the central control. Anyway, so we'll go with e5, play bishop d6 and castle quickly. So bishop d6 and then we castle. Hmm. So let's see what white is responding. I don't know what is white thinking. Okay, he can't play knight here, try to attack the bishop, because knights are for capturing the bishop. So he can try this. Knight to b5 and then take the bishop. Anyway, so let's see what he responds. If you are enjoying the stream, you will like the live stream. So bishop g5, we go with castling. King c3 is important, that's it. Hmm. So knight to h4, he's figuring out attacking the bishop. Uh, I'll move the bishop back to d7 just for protection. Now, if I observe, my piece activity is weak, right? How can I improve is by attacking x6, playing some attacking moves. Hmm. So bishop to e7 was the solution of this, protecting the bishop and defending this checks and all at the same time. So let's see what he responds with. Hmm. Anyway, so what is white going to play? Let's see what he responds with. Bishop take on this. I'll also take it and attack this knight. Okay, so who is this? Hmm. Anyway, so you move the knight here. I'll move the bishop back to e7. So he respond with this. Now go on with f5. Oh, the bishop here. So what you can do is play. You can push, or you can play king h8. So I would say you take the knight here and trade. If we take this, oh, that's what he is going to do. You can play bishop, and so that's good. We trade. The queen take it. Bishop here. Hmm. Hmm. He play rook to e1. Now play king. If I play king, then bishop take. No, not possible. So what you can do is you can first of all give up this bishop because that's of no use. And that knight, of course, is very useful for him. Hmm. So he play bishop here. Sorry, rook take. I can now continue with c6 and try this. Otherwise, let's move the king so that we can push and further on attack. Now he can take this pawn still. Hmm. If we take then bishop here, we'll just open up. That's what our plan is. Okay. Otherwise, he may not take it and try to double up further and all. Anyways, our plan is we'll allow him to take this. Thank God. So he take it, we'll open up, the rook will go there and we push f5 and all. The main intention of this was to just open up this diagonal. Now, let's see what white responds. Okay. If you are enjoying the stream, you will like the last stream. He play rook here. So I would play queen d7. Now he cannot take this pawn also. If he take, then queen take rook. Queen d7 is protecting this also. So that's the main plan. Rook take. Huh? Okay, rook take it. Queen take. Yes, you can trade it. That's a good thing. Hmm. Now you can push the pawns forward. Advance the pawns, create some trades and all. c6 and play rook to t. Move the bishop here for attacking this pawn and convincing him to play this. If you play, then you can. If you move this, then you can move the bishop back. But okay, I will say bishop b6 or something. Alright, so we play bishop e7. You play bishop here and try to attack like this. At the same time, you can play rook e8 and then bishop here. Okay, bishop to g5. Take the bishop there. Attack this. He moved the rook. We move bishop here. x5, play x4 and give some checks. Hmm. Once again, he is winning, I think. And with bishop here. Rook to f8. And then c5, he take bishop take. Hmm. Okay, so he respond with this. I'm going to push g5. Hmm. So we take the pawn. Rook take, creating pin. The bishop cannot take this now. Hmm. Rook here. I'll take this pawn. He would take it. b5 so that rook take on this will be an option for us. Okay. He play king e3, rook to x4, attacking the x3 pawn, and then move the rook x7, play rook e7, try to attack this, and all. Hmm. So we push. Okay, he also push it forward. Then rook to c7. Let's see what he responds with. Hmm. Okay, so he respond with rook to c2. Now, of course, I cannot trade that easily, so I have to protect my pieces by playing rook e8. Hmm. Okay, so rook here. Let's move the bishop back, defending the pawn. Now let's see what white responds with. And if you are enjoying the stream, you may like the live stream. Okay, so white can try to push the pawn forward and all. King g7. Bishop d. Bishop to d8 for defending the pawn. Hmm. Okay, so white to play. What is he going to play now? He can push the pawn. Push, push, push. Hmm. Rook here, we will decline this. Play rook to b7 check. King backward. Okay, so king here. Uh, rook to f7. Hmm. Anyway, so let's see what he responds with. If you are enjoying the stream, you will like live stream. So rook here. Uh, give some check. Hmm. Rook check. The king take this, then check and win the rook. No. So you give another check. the king comes here or moves backwards, that's up to him. Okay. So you move the rook here and try attacking this pawn where he play rook here and defend. Okay, he pushed the pawn. So we move the king. He may of course try some checks and all. He is open to do that. He gives a check. We move the king. Once again check. He moved the king. Hmm. That's what the story is. Anyways, but I forgot to tell you that there is no increment. Hmm. So now he has to play a lot fast. Let's move the bishop back over here. Hmm. Okay. So any challenges? If you want, you may also challenge me. Any challenges?